attention to this now. Pay close attention. Breakroom music. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tosh, back at it again with the back at it again. So I'm basically gonna be telling y'all about a dream that I had, but then I'm gonna tell y'all about the real life situation and why I had the dream, and then I'm gonna tell you about the dream. So in my previous videos I talked about how the end of sophomore year in college was definitely not a good thing. It was bad, it was horrible, I hated it. No, it was just when I look back, I'm gonna remember how bad it was. So yeah, I was talking about how that wasn't that good, you know, and one of the reasons why I said it wasn't that good is because I had a falling out with a specific person who I'm not gonna name. We're gonna call her Heather. We're gonna call her Heather, and I'm gonna be calling her Heather because to me Heather is like that popular girl in high school that everybody is friends with, but not really, because she's not really friends with everybody. So I'm gonna call her Heather. One thing that I will say just as a disclaimer for this whole video is that I want this to be a lighthearted video, but also I hate making videos about something before I could talk to the person that is unless it's like a video like the story time where she wanted to fight me, stuff like that. You know, I don't really care if I make a story time about it because I know I'm not really gonna ever speak to that person again. But I hate making a story time about people that used to be close to me or that I used to feel a certain way about, or if I didn't get to talk to them about how I felt about the situation. And this is definitely one of those cases where I didn't get to talk to them about how I felt about the situation, and I kind of feel a little off making the video. But you know, I feel like we're not really gonna have a conversation because I feel like for me, I'm past it. For me, if we were gonna have a conversation, we should have been had it because I was trying to have it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the video anyway, and I'm gonna stop wasting time because I feel like I just wasted 2 minutes talking about that, and I want to have this video not be like an hour long. So anyway, yeah, so basically my dream definitely was because of that situation, because basically I had this friend. I said her name was Heather. We were really close, you know, and it sucks that we're not close anymore. But now looking back on it, we might not have, I don't want to say we might not have been that close, because in the moments we definitely were close. She was definitely like one of my first friends, you know, and I definitely showed her who I actually really was, which I don't do for a lot of people. I'm very reserved, like I'm not very out there, and I show people who I am when I am close with them. So I ended up, you know, having it was an unsaid fallout because we tried to act like it wasn't there, but we know that it is. And the reason why we had the fallout is because I really can't put my finger on why, but I do know that at a certain time, like when I was going through a lot of stuff that I talked about in the videos before this, like financial aid, I went through a breakup, which a lot of you have been sort of kind of witnessing and seeing, even though I definitely try not to put a lot of that stuff out there just because I try to keep most of my life not out there, but it already is out there. So most of y'all already know. I just was going through so freaking much. And, you know, she was not there. She was not present. I think I've stated in a video before that I do kind of take that to heart because I know that me as a friend, I try to be there as much as I can with people that I'm close with. And if I don't, like I said in another video, if I don't know you're going through something, that's one thing, but if I know, I'm going to try my hardest to be there for you. And the thing is with Heather is that she finds it more important to contribute to her other relationships with other people and kind of not do the same for me, like, which was always something that we would have like butt heads about, is like us not actually hanging out and only kind of talking in school and things that have to do with school. And when other things popped up, like she would just kind of do them with her other friends and like not with me. Like she kind of wouldn't put them on the same level. I was never really like the priority friend. Which like I don't have a problem with. Like I don't have a problem with my friends having other friends, but it's just like if we are never hanging out, or I'm always asking you to do something, or I'm telling you that I work on a specific day, and I tell you these days never really change, and every time you ask me to do something is on those days when you have other days that you're not doing anything and you can like hang out with me and talk to me and catch up with me. Like if you don't care to do that, like y'all see what I'm saying. So yeah, you know, she ended up basically, she attaches herself to different people all the time at different points in time. That's just who she is, I guess. Yeah, honestly, you know, towards the end I started to see how non-genuine things were. She can do so much for one other person, and you see me struggling and you're not gonna be like, hey, are you okay? You're always talking about some, hey, let's catch up, let's talk, let's do this. And that's when nobody's around. But as soon as other people are around, you're attached to them and you only ask me for stuff when you need stuff. And that's just not what I want to be a part of. I didn't want that negative energy in my life. So that's the backstory on why I had the dream. A little bit of the backstory. My dreams, like I love to dream, like actually go to sleep and have dreams, and my dreams are always so vivid. The thing is that usually I forget them, which is sort of kind of what's happening now in this dream. Like I can't really remember how it happened, but I'm gonna tell y'all how it started off. I'm gonna try to fill in the blanks. So I was on this balcony for some reason. Like these are the parts that I remember vividly. And we're going to get to the part that has to do with Heather. So I told y'all the backstory about Heather. Keep that in mind. Basically, she picked somebody else over me. That's basically what it is. Basically what it is. Like high school stuff, which is another reason why we're not friends, because I feel like, you know, she's definitely very high school oriented. But keep that in mind. So the dream starts off with me on this balcony. I'm like on this, it's like one of those 5-star hotels. I'm in the hotel, and when you walk out there's a balcony, but the thing is the balcony doesn't have a gate on it. It's kind of like we're on a rooftop, but like it's like a roof ledge, except for it's not like you're at the very edge. There's space for you to walk, but then there's also a point where like if you keep walking you will fall off. And I don't agree with this, and I don't even want to say this in my video, but for some reason when I went out onto this balcony there was a whole bunch of people, and it was a secret meeting for a particular gang. And you know what, I'm not gonna go any further than that because I am not gang affiliated. I do not want to be gang affiliated, but that's just what they were saying in the dream. And I feel like it was because of a certain movie or something that I was watching and I was thinking about this. I think I saw somebody's Instagram post where their girlfriend was throwing up gang signs, and he was like, nah, we don't do that on this side. Well, we don't do that on this side either, but in the dream it was like a gang meeting or whatever. That's all I know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, I was in the dream and I was meeting with these people, and I felt like I was there, but I felt like for some reason I wasn't 100% there. Like I was trying to figure out the reason why I was there, but in the dream I just like I couldn't understand. I couldn't put the dots together because it was that's why it was on the balcony that you could fall off of, because they would push people over if they needed to, and you couldn't really run out and leave people because if you there was only a little bit of space. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like the logistics, they really thought about it. But skip forward, and some point in the dream, the cops come and bust the meeting out on this little, it's like screen doors, then it's like a little bit of space, and then you would fall off if you go over. So the only way to get out is these doors, but it's about 4 doors and they're all pretty like, they're spread out like really, really long. So the cops come, and luckily there's a door like right next to me. So I'm running out the door, I'm walking out the street. I'm walking out and running into the street, and for some reason the cops find me, but I get away because I pretend like I wasn't in the meeting or something like that. Something weird like that. Then after that, it's like I end up back at school and I'm packing. And this is the part that I'm trying to remember and put together because it's all getting like really, really fuzzy. And I remember that I'm buying candy or something like that in my school store. and the candy was like Kaylani themed candy or something like that. And then we go into the part where it relates back to Heather. So next thing I know, I walk out of the store, I get into this car, and it's with Heather. I'm gonna name this other girl that's actually friends with Heather. Heather, um, Claire, and then it's somebody else that I know, and I think I'm trying to get a ride somewhere. So I'm in the car, and like my other friends are in the car too, and I just remember like I know that they were driving me to my next place, like to my next apartment or something like that, because I remember arriving at the apartments after this whole situation happened. So Heather keeps like trying to talk to me, and I just remember at one point she said something like, oh yeah, me and Claire are gonna go here after I'm done doing X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna say what X, Y, and Z is, because if I say what it is, it's gonna reveal like who these people actually are. I'm gonna go somewhere with Claire's sister, Claire's sisters and mom or something like that, and they were gonna go skiing or something like that. And so I just remember I snapped and I was like, you're always up Claire's butt. You can't do anything without Claire. I'm so effing sick of you. You be and blah, blah, blah. I'm cursing this girl out. Like, I'm cursing this girl out. And it's a part of the dream where I really felt like I was yelling in real life. Like, you ever yell so much in your dream that you feel like you might be, and I used to do this as a kid, like as a child, when I was screaming my dreams, I would be talking in real life. Like, I would be screaming and crying and yelling in my bed and in the dream. So I'm just like, and I know that this probably happened. I probably really was yelling, because in the dream I could feel it in my chest, like, and I was holding my chest, and I was in the back seat, she was in the front seat. It was kind of like a van, but it was also a car. Y'all know how things are really weird in dreams. So I'm like, I don't F with y'all. I don't F with y'all. Y'all so fake. I don't give a, I don't like you. You was never there for me, blah, blah. Yo, I'm cursing her out, and I'm just like, I'm not surprised, but I couldn't stop myself. Like, at this point, I'm not only cursing out Heather, but I'm cursing out Claire as well, yo. I'm like, and you ain't nothing but a mother effing follower. I don't even know who you really are. One minute you're nice, the next minute you talking about the next. And I was just going off, y'all. I was going off. I was like, don't talk to me. Don't say to me, bruh. Don't say to me, because I don't with you, man. I don't. And I want you to know that, because I'm tired of being nice to you. Because it ain't nothing that you did for me that I couldn't do for myself. You ain't do for me. Like, yo, I was just really like, I was giving her the business, and like, I didn't feel bad. Like, after I was done, I did not feel bad. And I really feel like I had that dream because I had saw them together a few nights ago, and I remember sorry, mom and dad was watching it, but I was a little you know, had a little sips of something, you know, college life is all I'm gonna say. And so, you know, I was feeling a little, you know, loose, and when I had saw them, I just remember how I was actually feeling, you know, on the deep depths of my soul. And when they had said what's up to me, my roommate had to speak for me, because I was really about to let them know how I felt. You know, I was really about to be like, you know, these past couple months ain't been easy, because I've been wanting to tell y'all about yourselves, because it's just ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, Heather is really like, Claire is her everything, which is so funny, because, you know, we used to be the duo. You know, we definitely used to be the duo. There's a situation where she had something that she knew that I would need, that it was a universal thing that everybody would need. And she had to connect, and she only let Claire know, and she let other people know that she's not even really that close with. And to me, I feel like if I always say this, like, if I get put on, like, all of my day ones and people that I like have been there for me from the jump, if I make it, y'all make it, you know what I'm saying? So if I had something that I knew that Heather needed, being as though, oh, I'm supposed to be your best friend, being as though I'm supposed to be like close to you, I would let you know. I'll be like, yo, I got this great opportunity, like, can you make it? If not, like, that's cool. I just want to let you know that I have it just in case you needed it, because I got you, because we're friends, you know? So, you know, after that, that's when I was really kind of like, wow, you know, like, wow, like, I see how you moving. If you was feeling me, let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Yeah, love, peace, and hair grease. Ooh, I bumped my laptop. Love, peace, and hair grease, guys. I will see you in my next video, probably in this outfit. Bye.